So, did you know that in an actual radiology event, in case of like a nuclear blowout, you can actually still protect yourself from the rays to a certain point, of course. If you take the potassium iodide supplement, which is available over the counter, you don't need any prescription or anything like that. It is available over the counter. And if you take one tablet, which is like 130 milligram, and you are good for like 24 hours. You should take it every 24 hours if you're still in the area, and try to evacuate as much as possible, but it will protect you from any like thyroid cancer or any other like thyroid infections. And how it works is basically the 130 milligram or 65 milligram for anyone less than 18 years or 150 pounds. If you take it, the potassium iodide, the iodide in the tablet, it's actually a stable isotope, I 127 9, and that goes and basically saturates your thyroid, and it prevents the other thyroid, the radioactive thyroid that is available in the atmosphere, even like in the food, all that contamination, it practically avoids because your thyroid is already saturated with the potassium iodide. And this helps you to combat any of the radiation that basically affects the thyroid. And that's the only organ this is gonna save. Just disclaimer, this is not gonna save any other organs that are gonna be affected by the radiation, but it is still a very good prevention method, and always recommend taking it only in case of an actual even in case of an actual fallout, and follow the guidelines from the government agencies. And now you might ask, why can't I take like the actual salt, like every table salt pretty much has iodine in it, and like even like bananas have potassium in it? Well, technically, you need to take lots and lots of salt to get the same amount. So 100 gram of salt, just normal table salt, if you take 100 gram of it, it's still just got like 2 to 4 milligrams, and that is not enough to saturate your thyroid glands. And if you take about potassium, a normal banana has about like 400 to 500 milligrams of potassium. Again, it is good for your daily supplements, but in case of an actual radioactive fallout, that is not enough, and that is why government recommends to take the potassium iodide tablets. Now, some of the European countries do offer this in like their every news event and all that, but in the US, the FDA does recommend it, but it's not really available over the counter. Not It's not typically in any of the actual physical stores, but you could still like purchase it online. So if you're preparing for any radioactive event, or just if you're living right next to like a nuclear power plant, if you're concerned, if you're worried, just make sure to buy the potassium iodide tablets. And again, this is just a supplement to an actual evacuation sheltering in case of the event. It's not a daily supplement, just keep that in mind. And anyone who's less than 150 lbs, they are more prone to the REM, which is the rotagen equivalent, and the radiation measure. And that is the reason why there's this number. And it's kind of interesting because people who are 40, they actually have to be much more exposed to the event. So this is primarily towards anyone who's less than 40. Make sure to take it, and make sure to follow the FDA guidelines. And again, this is just FYI, and follow along for more fun facts.